put some new speakers in my girlfriend's 2003 Honda Civic. These go in the back deck, and it's apparently kind of involved. It's not as easy as some other cars where you can just pull the speakers out and put the new ones in. You gotta take a bunch of stuff apart, so we'll show you how it goes here. Alright, we need to remove a couple of bolts that are back behind here, but to get to them we need to fold the seats forward, especially this one. And you do that by putting the key back up in here, and you turn it counterclockwise, and that releases it, and you can pull it forward. Then you pull this flap up right here, and then the two bolts are exposed right there that you need to remove. At this point you can just pull the seat back out like that. Okay, now that that's out, we need to remove this bolt right here so we can remove the other seat section. First you have to unlock this side, so now you turn the key clockwise. And then you can pull the seat belt out of this top section here, like that. And then push the whole seat towards the driver's side to release it from this bracket here. And then you can just pull it out. Okay, next we need to pry off the trim panels from the pillars, one on each side. Start with the passenger side. Get yourself some trim panel removal tools. And those just pull off. Just like that. Now we'll work on the driver's side. Now we need to remove this clip right here that's holding this on. And there's another one on the other side. Alright, well those did not come off like they were supposed to, but you know, it's really not going to matter whether they're there or not. So be prepared for those to break off. Now we got to take a screw out of here, right behind here. There's a little cover there holding a Phillips screw, or hiding a Phillips screw. So you just pry that out of there. Now we need to remove the side panel here, and so you just start prying it out from the back. Okay, now we need to remove the connection to the rear brake light. This is up underneath the rear panel. You just squeeze it from the side here and pull it out like that. And make sure that these clips are pulled down right here. 1, 2, and there's another one over here, 3. Then from the passenger side you can try to work this rear deck panel up and out, and as you do that you pull it towards the passenger side because it is still stuck underneath the side panel on the driver's side, and you don't need to remove that panel. Okay, the problem I'm having on the top there is because of the rear window, it's really hard to get any leverage on these things, and if you look over here, this white clip, that's what's holding it in. and there are several of them. But then towards the back, it's really hard to get any leverage to pull them up. So what I'm going to do is just hit them with a hammer to knock them loose. There's one. There's another one over here. God, finally. Here we go. Wow. Now we have access to the bolts that hold the speakers in. Right here, 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 here. Now I'm going to disconnect the speaker wires and you just squeeze it from the side here and pull it out. Now we'll just unscrew the bolts, 4 on each one. Yeah, no wonder they don't sound too good. Okay, I've got a wiring harness kit here from Metra, and I'll put a link to this in the description, but this basically, these speakers just have the blade type connectors on them, and so this harness will convert that to the kind of connector that is already in the car, and so it'll just snap right in. So you just take these and you plug in the wide one on the wide side, and the narrow one on the narrow side. Like that. And then your connector in the car will just plug right into this. Now I just set these in there with the connectors on the same side as they were when they came out, which was towards the front. So and then I'll just put the screws back in. Okay, now I'm going to connect these back up again. And there's only one way they can go. You can see there's a little slot there, and matching one on this side, and so it just goes in there like that. So it's impossible for you to reverse the polarity. Now before you go any further, test it. Make sure both of them are working before you get all the panels back on. I'm going to do that right now. I'm not going to film it because I can't put any music from the radio into the video here. So just remember to do that. Okay, now I'm going to try to position this panel back in place, and first of all, I'm going to try to get this driver's side back in here. I'm going to do this at an angle so I can get this part worked in underneath this side panel. And then once I get that in, I'll push this piece back in on the left side, on the passenger side. And then I'll try to line it up until these white clips are right over the holes that they go down into. And I'll get underneath there and look up to make sure they're all lined up, and then we'll just go around and knock them down.
Oh, there you go.
Oops. That actually put it right in where it's supposed to be.
Oh, good.
All right, all the clips are lined up, so we're just going to try to Knock them into place here. And this here popped out, so we're going to line it up. Push it back in. So we'll put these clips back in here. They're broken, but there's still pieces of it holding on that'll hold it in there. Okay, now I'll reconnect the brake light. Now we will put this side panel back on. So we just need to reposition this. Okay, so we just got a bunch of these deals here again. We've got to do it blind because I can't see. Now, you put the seat back in, it's got a little rod coming out here, and that just fits in this hole over here. Now the other seat goes in here, and again got the little rod sticking out, and that goes in the hole in the side. Push it all the way in, lay the seat down. And the bracket comes up over the top of the seat. Pull the carpet back, put the screws in. Okay, well, we're done with that. It was a lot more of an ordeal than we thought it was going to be, but at least it's done. Hope it helps somebody out there, and thanks for watching.